Hey everyone, today we're going to be doing Motel Escape. Welcome to Bates Motel. What was supposed to be simple maintenance job has turned into your worst nightmare. So we're going to go ahead and go through this. I'm going to go slow. I'm also going to try my best to explain all the puzzles. Now there was one puzzle that I don't think it made any sense, but we'll get to it when we get there. So this one, balance the load or remain trapped. So you gotta balance them. What are you balancing them to? Well, you got these 6 versus those 6. If you notice, they're 10s. So a balance of 10 volts. So 7 plus 3, blue. 5 plus 5, black. 9 plus yellow. 4 plus 6. Green. And pink. I spent 200 minutes on this game to beat it for the first try, or to get through that first run. That was pretty. There's a couple hiccups, but for the most part, this was pretty smooth. So we're gonna come to the motel check-in. You always want to check into a motel first. And you got this, your clue being the pot. So you got yellow, red, green. Blue, pink, and black. Now don't, she will chase you if you get close, although not right now, but you touch her, you die. Blue, red, black. We're gonna leave the chemical there. Blue, pink, black. So your next one is going to be this puzzle here. Now we have California, Nevada, New York, Arizona. California 4, Nevada 5. We also have, always pay attention, if you wave your hand and you see a pick marker where it's trying to tell you there's something to grab onto, you can interact with. So always keep an eye out for those. Sometimes that's the only time I see anything. You see it, and you can be that far away and grab it. So always pay attention to those. But anyways, California 4, Nevada 5. California, 1, 2, 3, 4. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And 1. Because Arizona's number 1. Both in the puzzle and in real life. Just joking with you guys. So what word did that spell out? That unlocks this. Now you have 1, 3, 5, and 6 lit up. So 1, 3, 5, and 6. I'm a puzzle locked by logic's key. To find my code, count carefully. So counting is going to be the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 in the word Seattle, right? Julius Bates, first name, last name, bought the motel in 1974. That'll be important later. We're going to stick to this puzzle for now. Come over here. Here's your key. So this is a good time. Take your camera. And if you need to, you can even flip it. You're like, oh, I want to have a side shot of it. However you want to take a picture. Take your picture. Or go find some paper, write this down. Whatever works for you guys. And then hit that. And then bam. I got it right here. So you're gonna start with B1. So like in battleships. A, B, 1. Seattle. That's 7. F5. A, B, C, D, E, F. 5. Miami. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Next is D2, Las Vegas. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. E4, Mobile. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. C6, New York. 3, 4, 5, 7. And C3, 4. Grab your key. I always grab these. Now we can get into Hotel 1. But we're going to do a couple things. We're going to grab this. Now, I always recommend having a designated spot for all the stuff you collect. And I like to use the table in this one. So all the stuff I collect and I don't know where it goes, I usually use this table. But we've got the 3. 3's green. I'm gonna go ahead and put it over here. So now we have a 5 volt. Let's go put that where that needs to go while we're here. It's gonna be yellow. This puzzle piece goes right here. We got this one, and that's a floor piece. The train number is more important than the time. The train number. Right? The station opens at the first letter. Funny how the names of the destinations spells out where I'm from. So, there's something that you gotta get with this puzzle. This closet, I couldn't get to open up for the longest time. I ended up getting stuck on this spot for about 20 minutes. my first playthrough. Omaha. I think this is supposed to be off, and then you're supposed to turn it on. But every time I've come in here, it's always been on. We got a key right here. We're gonna go ahead and put that right here. But if we come over here, we got 2, 4, 5 letters. 2, 4, 6, right? So 5 letters, 6 numbers. Start with the O. O is Oakwood, train number 2. Because the train number is more important than the time. 2. M. Maple Ridge 4. A-H, right? A, 7, H, 9. So 7, 9, 12. Now we got a red key, and we have this key. And the red key goes to the diner. So we're gonna go ahead and unlock the diner with it real quick. We're just gonna leave it over here. We won't do the diner yet. Gonna concentrate on one side. Now we got this key, right? It got us into this room. Rumor has it Julius would attack his guests when he admired them. So Julius is the owner of the hotel. He likes to attack guests he admires. A little weird. This one right here doesn't open. That opens it. Have to figure out that in a second. In silent nights we lay, where stars above. You got that E there, your first dead clue. And you got your C, the R way over here. Lets you know that that's the key to solving this. First one is S in silent. And then you got the E. Capital C. Capital R. An E and a T. Now we got a green key. Oh, nothing in the toilet this time. But we do have white, green, white, pink. White, green, white, pink. Shortest to longest. Shortest to longest. Green, pink, blue. Got our 1 volt. Let's go unlock our next door. Red. Sorry about that, guys. The hotel, the owner of the motel, was seen dressing up as a woman in private. So now we know that Julius is a cross-dresser, but a secret cross-dresser. Got some telephone wire for our telephone. Need a saw to get in there. Now this one I actually had to look up because this F back A forward thing, right, goes forward 1, 2, 3, 4, but goes back 1, 2, 3, 4, right? So that didn't really help. This FEIK is supposed to be deciphered. So F, right? If you go forward 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? You get the K. But from A to E is 1, 5 between them. So the F to K is 5. And then to get to the E, right? E, right? I'm assuming you'd have to go back 5. From F to B was back 4, right? So back 4 would be a W or a V. But for some reason, they want you to go forward. So they only want you going forward. The 5, and then the 4, and then the 5, and then the 4. This puzzle didn't make sense to me at all. I had to pretty much, I figured I kind of reverse engineered it, because I kind of just hit this until I saw a word and I was like, oh man. I know a lot of people with that last name. And that's it. I figured it out by just smacking it around. This made no sense to me. This one was fun though. A process of elimination is key, right? So, last name is a color. Our answer could be green. Our answer could be white. First name has 2 letters the same. First name, 2 letters the same. Could be Santa. Could be Bob. So you gotta go through them, and then it's like, obviously the name associated with Christmas is Santa Claus. So we know 3 is 5, because it's the one underlined. Anyways, last name is a color. You find out later, once you do all the process of elimination, it's actually Carol White. So the first one's gonna be 4. First name that has 2 letters the same, it's gonna be Bob, and it's gonna be 3. Name associated with Christmas, Santa Claus, of 5. The longest name, there's only one answer for that one. This one's 12, the rest of them are 10. Or under, but 4. Has the same number of letters in both names. That's going to be Emily Davis, although it could have been, 5 and 5, 5 and 5, 5, 4, so it's not that one. That one has to be number 7, because that's the only one with 4. But 5, 5, 5, 5. But anyways, it's going to be 9. Last name has 2 identical letters, right? It's going to be Green, 1, and then Hall. So it's going to be 13 less 2. And again, no open. Sorry about that. I'm gonna go turn this TV on. There's probably a lotto machine somewhere. We have to get to the lobby in order to put this in. If you want to. Something like this. This is one of those times where I tell you to gotta remember the go like that. Rotate it. Get nice in that closet area. And then you can save that picture for later. That one's locked. And then I like to cheat sometimes. I like to slowly push my head through. There's nothing on the other side of this door. Once in a while, you'll see something through the wall and go like that, and like, oh shit, there's a campfire, or it's like, oh man, I have to go back there eventually. This one, not so much. But anyways, you got the 50, right? There's 150 coin. 20. 1, 2, 3, 4. 15. 1, 2. The tens. 1, 2, 3. And then the fives. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 30. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 38. Now we got that saw from that other room we needed. Whenever I'm running around, I always like to just spam my click button. You never know what you'll end up grabbing. And now we got some C. So we're gonna go ahead and put the Clorox away. So that pretty much concludes the hotel rooms. So we got the motel done. We're gonna do the diner next. So now that we got in here, we're gonna come over here. And we have to come through and figure out these totals. Because subtotal with the ketchup stain on it lets us know that we have to figure out how much everything costs. And then we have this one here that's a 6-digit and it's letters. We got this menu. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 6 to 6, good indication. We got red. We'll call it purple and light blue. So red, purple, light blue. R, E, G. And it was purple again. Last two, or sorry, it's blue, purple, orange. R, purple, and orange. E, T, R, E, T. Now we got our numbers here. So the bacon cheeseburger, $9.49. French fries, $3.49. Soup, $4.99. Apple pie, $4.99. And a coffee of $2.49. So, for whatever reason, they have nerfed Meta AI. It no longer works the way it should, and it's very frustrating. So, for one, they changed the voice. Second, they changed its IQ. It is one of the lower IQ AIs I have used. So you can't do math with it, and it has the attention span of that of a goldfish. Like you'll get halfway through asking it a question or like a riddle, and it just like, oh, I can't figure it out or whatever. It's been very frustrating. Like they definitely dumbed it down. So you're gonna have to actually get a calculator or some paper and do the math. I already did it. Ended up being $25.45. So then our next one is going to be order 101, 102, 103, 104, 105, 106. Ethan Walker, 101. Oliver, 102. But we can do what's here. So Noah Bennett, it's 103. We had this pancake. Sophia Hughes, 104. She had, what was it? Chicken tenders? Sophia for chicken tenders. Or fish sticks, or I don't know. Then we got 102, 101, Ethan, and Olivia. Ethan, breakfast. Olivia, taco. Emma, pancake. Taco, breakfast, pancake. Breakfast. Taco. Emma had pancake. And Liam, taco. Liam is 5. So 5 for taco. And this pancake. Then we got our E. We'll put the E away later. Make sure all bills from 21, 22, and 23 are paid. So 2021, April 12th. 22, the 22nd. 23, 18th. Then that gives us this grid for there, but first we need to get the missing fuse. This is another spot I got stuck on for about, it's about a good 10 minutes trying to figure out where this fuse is at. Now we got the generator activated. We can take the E. So now that the diner's done, breaker status is on. Now we can turn that on. And that'll turn on the central office building. Now you have this power sign that lit up blue. The vacancy is also on. But now we're gonna go starting on this side. We got a reminder to mail the bills before leaving work. A equals 1, Z equals 26. That's pretty standard. But a reminder to mail the bills. Well, if we come over here to the mailbox, we got B-A-T-E-S, Bates. This happens to be Bates Hotel. So we got this key. But we also got airplane 926. That'll be important later. But now we got this key. We'll come back to this later. I want to kind of go down the line. So, owner of motel, first name. Well, we already learned coming over here that the owner is Julius Bates, right? So that's the answer. And then we got a trophy. Again, I like to put all the stuff I don't know where it goes in one central area. Stuff that hasn't been used. Once it gets used, I leave it usually where I used it. But we got this. Now, I don't know if you noticed, I kind of just glazed over it. But this vending machine, if you've seen these symbols, you know where to go get it. Right here. Now, one pulls out, one doesn't. But you got this I, back C, upside down L thing. And it's the same on both. This one just allows you to take it with you. And I like it when they do that. Because then I don't have to sit here and try to take a picture of it or nothing. A little bit more user friendly. But we got B6. You know, this doesn't work. So what do you think that B6 goes to? And you got the C is a 5. The L is a 3, so 53. Two, 9, 8. I offer you shelter, but never a home, with strangers beside you and silence that moans. So, everyone's going to read this a little bit differently and come up with a different answer. The answer is motel, right? Silence that moans. The moan's supposed to let you know it's a motel. I'm paid by the night, but I charge you in fear. You check in with hope, but you might disappear. This one's supposed to be a spooky motel, so it's just motel. Now I read it as I offer you shelter, but never a home. Definitely, that's a motel with strangers beside you in silence that moans. Uh, uh, Motel like this, kind of like a hotel. You know, take your hoe to a hotel, and that bitch is moaning next door, and that kind of motel, you pay by the night, but you definitely are charged in fear because you can get stabbed or something. So my first guess was hotel, but not motel. I think hotels are more scary. Anyways, we got these symbols here. Gotta turn on the apparatus. Star, 643, 643, 371. And then square circle 539. Got our key. We'll come to this later. We're gonna keep going from one side to the other. I'm just unlocking them at the moment. So we got the janitor's closet. I once saw the motel owner admit he dresses like his mother. So there's a lot of emphasis about this guy being a cross-dresser. I know nothing about Bates Motel, but it sounds like it's just about an angry cross-dresser guy who is beaten by his mom or something. I don't know. I'm gonna have to go watch the movie now, so I know what I'm talking about. But anyways, we got Brandon, Maria, Aaron, so on and so forth. Cleaning tasks. Monday, vacuum floors, so on and so forth. One big clue is you might need to find employee information. Come over here. Here's basically their chore list, right? Brandon vacuums the floors. Brandon is number 7. Brandon's the first one on here, so number 7. Tuesday, clean pools. Who cleans pools? Maria does. Maria is... Now, that's one thing that sucks. It's so pixelated this far. That bottom one, it could be a 6. It could be a 5. Kind of looks a little bit more blurrier than the Grace's 5. So it's like, what could that possibly be? It is an 8. We got Wednesday, no task. So Thursdays, clean windows. Friday, empty trash. Windows, trash. Windows, Aaron. Trash, Eric. Aaron, Windows, trash. Aaron, Eric. Aaron 3, Eric 1, 31. Laundry, bathrooms. Now these bathrooms only cleaned once a week. That's diabolical. Grace, Jessica. 5, 4. 5, 4. Where am I messing up on this? It's 7, 8, 3, 5, 1, 4. Maybe I'm doing this one wrong too. I wrote it down because it took me forever to figure it out. 7, 8, 3, 5, 1, 4. Let me know how I messed this one up. Don't remember how I got that answer. So this one, man, how did I get that answer? Missing one. Oh. Another time you can break out your old trusty dusty camera. Because these are the same ones that are on the label. So we're going to start with 1, right? James Clark's file. James Clark is purple. Purple is 7. Isabel Smith is red, the second one. Red is a 3. Jon Snow is green, that's a 25. Leaving Deborah yellow, 19. And we got another trophy. We take our trophy, put it in our trophy spot. Then we're going to come to laundry room. And we have an order of operations puzzle, along with some pool chemical. So I need to dry the socks first. So if you're putting them in the dryer first, you're also washing them first. Find your socks. The socks are on 6. Wash the blue jeans after drying the socks. Blue jeans are on a 2. Wash the blue jeans. The yellow scarf always goes after the jeans. 5. Save the red shirt second to last to wash. Red shirt is a 4. Wash the black jacket after the yellow scarf. Black jacket is a 1. Leaving the hat last. 2. Pool chemical. There's one more pool chemical we need. So here you can see that again. And now we have our car, 715. That's going to be important later. And we have our last pool chemical. We do know that these go to the pool, but again, I like to put them all in one spot, everything in one spot. It just makes it easier for me to find it later, especially when I'm playing with a bunch of kids running around. Sometimes I get stuck on a spot. I'll jump into a main lobby, see if anybody's smarter than me out there, and 9 times out of 10, it's just overrun by kids. Kids take the keys and stuff and they'll shove them through walls that are, or in rooms that are already locked, and you can't get through it, and it is what it is. But anyways, that lottery ticket, I'm going to go show you where that lottery ticket is. I know there's a lot of people that just watch teeny tiny sections of this video, so I try to make it a little bit easier to go to the sections. We got 719, 327. I was kind of hoping that this would give you the dollar, and then the vending machine, you'd have to do some kind of, like, you know, feed it to the vending machine, and then do like a vending machine little quest. So we got our last. We got one more trophy to grab. We're missing one fuse. Let's see. It's gonna fuse. There it is. Seven is blue. Might as well take one of these with us, because we know it's all going to go in here. Now, plane and car. $7.15 is car. And then we got 3 more digits. $9.36. X is always the first to create a chemical balance. Need some bolt cutters. gonna go do a high dive real quick. Anyways, we know X is the first chemical, right? It says so right here. Then it says this chemical must be added first to ensure all chemicals work properly. Chemical E. So this chemical E is actually chemical X. Now, I wish it, instead of it saying chemical E, it was that tank filter something, not chemical. These are supposed to be the chemical bottles, right? This chemical, that E, this chemical must be added first. That makes sense, right? And then here's the rest of it that doesn't make sense. I hated this puzzle. This puzzle, I gave up, and I was like, and it was pretty much right when I gave up that it worked, because it didn't make sense. This chemical turns the water a nice bright blue, but only if added before chemical C. So chemical A is C. Chemical B is D. After D? How can it be after, but it's that one? Chemical C is E. And then this last one is A. Yeah, E. D. Yeah, look, D is A. I got these two backwards. There's D. But yeah. So which one's A? This one's A, right? It says this chemical turns the water a nice bright blue, but only if added before chemical C. So they want you to, before chemical C, they want you to put the C. This one made no sense to me. This one broke my brain. Like, it was, again, when I gave up and I was like, okay, I'll put the C in the A spot, which was the only one that didn't make sense not to put there. But regardless, we got this here. And then we have to get this turned back on. So it does have a time limit. Oh, we gotta go turn the breaker back on. So in order to go turn it back on, just gotta flip one of these off, and then now the generator's back on. This one took me a second too. I was like, I turned this thing on like 4 or 5 times. It even says it's on. And this says need to turn this on, right? Still off. Still off. So I don't know what that's supposed to go to. Now we got our trophies. Now there's 4 trophies. So we have an O. Only for you. Care for all. Now I gotta remember where that last trophy's at that I didn't grab somewhere. Kiss me. You get a K. And if you see, it's the capital K, capital C, capital O, capital L. So now we need the L trophy. Where did we leave that or not pick it up from? There it is. Still off. So I don't know what that's supposed to turn on to, or if it's broken, or what, but still off. Then this one right here is your clue for here. So white is gonna have a pink top. Who doesn't like a pink top? Then blue has a red, red has black. Red has black. Blue has red. Green on the yellow. And I want to know if there's like a key or something you're supposed to throw in this. You know, that'd be cool if there's like a room within a room, super secret room. But yeah, that's it. I'm gonna go show you guys the back rooms little mini game real quick. It's just a mini game, but that's it for this one. But yeah, give me a second, I'll be right back. So here's the back room game. Find all the missing key cards. It's a little mini game, nothing special, nothing crazy. I can see how, you know, a bunch of little kids run around, or you know, a nice little drinking game, or if you got any friends, you can go have fun with your friends back here. And essentially all you're doing is you're running around. The little kukui comes chasing you down while you're looking for these little key cards on the walls. And only... There's the kukui over there. But don't let her catch you. She touches you, it's game over for you. But all you're doing is running the halls, looking for it, trying to stay out of its way. I'm right next to it. There's the kukui, La Llorona. I think that's supposed to be the Julius Bates. But yeah, this I'll have to watch the Bates Hotel movie, but from what I got out of this, the whole Bates story is about some cross-dresser who attacks hotel guests, and that's kind of crazy. Oh, she. And there it is. And then it's like, yay, I escaped, right? And then so you get a point, you know, or there it is, easy. I've done it 3 times. And then you just keep doing it and you can keep getting more and more points. got my cats running around. But anyways, you can go do medium. Go in. The only difference is the difficulty goes up. The little spooky gets faster. Has a larger aggro radius. You see how much faster it is? It gets to a point to where you can't outrun it. Already got the green one. Just kind of remember which ones you've already collected. That's what makes it fun too. Orange, naranja. Yeah. Negra. Black. Already got Verde. Orange. Rojo. Morado. Morado. Purple. And that's it. Out of here. And it's like, yay, I completed it. And that's it. So you can get, higher ranking or whatever. It's like, oh, I want to be the number one. How many times you gotta do it to be number one? Chingas, 141 times. 77 times. Chingas, look at that. How come you're not over here, lady? You don't have to do it 18 times to beat this guy. You don't have to do it 900 times. But he's gaining on you. He's gaining on you. That's hilarious. But yeah, that's it. Let me know what the next one you guys want me to do is. I appreciate you guys' subs. If you got any questions, let me know in the comments below. Which puzzle did you guys get stuck on? My two were the locker puzzle. Seems like I still don't understand the locker puzzle. I don't know how I got it. And then the pool chemicals one. That pool chemical one sucked, and it made no sense. It wasn't until I was completely about to give up on this puzzle. Couldn't find anything online. Nothing could help me. I even went on the Discord looking for clues about it, and nothing. It wasn't until I was like, okay, it says, just dumbed it down to the simplest version of it. It's like chemical X or whatever is first, and then that goes to E. That one made sense. The rest of them made no sense. And I don't know. But yeah, let me know.